Didn't see that.
I quit. Welcome back. I love this. On the line now is the Masked Singer, formerly known as the Taco, Tom Bergeron. How's it going, Tom?
It's going great. I love seeing Jenny's reaction because I think I've known her longest of the three that I know up there. And for her to go, I quit, and then sort of disappear behind the counter was great.
Yeah, I mean, this was a big secret. How hard is it for you to keep a secret like this?
Well, because the crew on the show is so good at keeping you sequestered, it wasn't all that difficult. And I'm pretty good at keeping secrets. As evidence of that, when our first daughter was born many years ago, at the ultrasound towards the end of the first trimester, I wanted to know the sex of our baby, and my wife didn't. So I found out we were going to have a daughter, and I kept that secret from the person carrying the child for 6 months.
So you had some practice. Also, didn't really know you had such a set of pipes. So do you have a secret background in singing or music? Kind of talk to me about that.
No, not really. I mean, I did a little bit of singing after high school. I was part of a little trio, and I did the odd regional theater in New England musical, but certainly nothing to say that I have a legitimate professional singing background.
Well, you sounded great to me. We typically see you as a host. I love your hosting on Dancing with the Stars. I got to go one time and be in the audience, and it was really cool seeing you in person. What was it like to be a competitor this time around and kind of step into those shoes?
Well, you know, years ago on Dancing with the Stars, I did one dance in a result show because I wanted to feel like the contestants and know what they were going through. So that gave me a certain level of empathy for them. This enhanced that level of empathy quite a few degrees because getting on stage, not only singing live, because you do sing live to the audience even as they tape the show, but to be singing like an Elvis song in a hard shell taco. If you had asked me if I'd be doing that last year, I would have wanted whatever you were smoking.
Probably like, what am I doing right now? But I love that this is where my career has taken me. It's so fun.
It was too much fun to say no to. Yeah, I'm so glad I did it.
No, it's such a blast. I think it's just the most brilliant show ever, and it's just a lot of fun. It's so much fun. When you were revealed, you really surprised all the judges, most of whom you actually know. So let's rewatch this great moment from last night's episode.
Wonderful.
Jenny actually wrote the blurb on the cover of my book about 10 years ago. Robin has been on Dancing with the Stars. Nicole won Dancing with the Stars. Of the regular panelists, the only person who's not a friend, not surprisingly, is Ken.
Yeah, so how'd it feel to fool them all? Were you surprised that they didn't kind of catch on that you were the taco?
I was very surprised. And by the way, the only reason I said that about Ken is the show Friendship was the cornerstone, and he was the only one that didn't get a bracelet. So it was sort of like a running joke. But yeah, I was very surprised that it didn't guess me. The closest was Robin after I did my first song, a Sinatra tune, and he guessed Bob Saget because there was a clue of VHS tapes. And I figured, oh, if they get that close, they're definitely going to figure out it's me. And then they didn't.
I know. You dedicated your performance of Bossa Nova to your wife. So what did she think of it, and what did your kids think?
Well, I got rave reviews on the home front, and I really think that we've established enough trust in each other that they could have been honest in a negative fashion had they felt that. But it was great. As a matter of fact, last night when the last song that I sang was airing, my wife turned to me and almost surprised said, "That's really good." So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, was there a specific reason why you chose Bossa Nova?
Well, we wanted to, I chose those three songs in conjunction with the producers, and we wanted to mix it up a little bit. The Sinatra song, Fly Me to the Moon, is more in my comfort zone, that kind of crooner tune, a Harry Connick Jr., Michael Bublé, Sinatra neighborhood. Bossa Nova Baby, less comfortable with that one, but then Sugar Pie Honey Bunch was a fun way to go out.
Yeah, I mean, you really blew everyone away with your first performance of Fly Me to the Moon. I mean, it was so good. Why'd you choose that song, and was that kind of, did you feel at home? Because you kind of said that that's more down your lane.
I did. We tried a number of different songs in the early rehearsals. They sent me a list, and I sent back my choices. And then when I was doing just sort of vocal tests with the team prior to even getting into the outfit, weeks ahead of or at least a week ahead of the taping, that was the one that everybody felt in the room that I sounded like I really nailed.
Yeah.
So that was the one we decided to go with first. And it was great for me because I was so comfortable with that one. And the way they were shooting the show, the second show I was on, we actually shot only hours after the first show I was on. So I couldn't really bask in the adulation, if you will, for the Sinatra tune because I was so worried about forgetting the lyrics of Bossa Nova Baby.
Yeah, I do have to ask, did you get to choose to be in the taco costume? Like, how did that all go down?
Well, by the time I was asked to be on the show by my former executive producer on Dancing with the Stars, who now has that role on The Masked Singer, she called me because she saw that I had recorded a song for a Mr. Rogers tribute album called Thank You, Mr. Rogers. And she said, I saw you're singing on this album. Would you be interested in The Masked Singer? I said, well, of course, that'd be fun. She said, well, you're the last person cast in Group B. We only have 2 costumes left. One is a taco, which obviously I chose. The other one was a jellyfish.
Oh.
And I didn't want to be a jellyfish.
I mean, I think a taco is a pretty good choice. You rocked the taco.
Yeah, I just thought the taco was more weirdly charming, you know?
Yeah, and everyone loves tacos, honestly. You got to do a group song with the other Masked Singers. Did you rehearse together or kind of separately to hide your identities?
Yeah.
How did that go down?
Yeah, we because you don't know who the other Masked Singers are at all. I'm guessing along with you guys. But no, we all kind of rehearsed separately, and so we knew our parts, and then we just went out, and it was a lot of fun to do the group number.
Yeah, also last night, the contestants were able to tell one famous friend about being on the show, and the friend was featured in the clue packages. So you revealed your famous friend was Bob Saget.
That's right.
How did you choose him to spill the beans to? I mean, we love him, by the way.
Bob and I are buddies and have been for years, and I just thought it would be very like him to give some great, sarcastic, but very obvious clues. And I thought if you listen to his clue package and then you don't know it's me, you're not really listening.
Do you think that maybe Bob would join Masked Singer next season? Is that something he'd be into?
You'd have to ask him, but I could certainly vouch for the experience being enjoyable.
Yeah, what would you say is your favorite moment of the entire experience? Because it seemed like you truly had the best time ever.
Oh, I did. I had a ball. But the favorite moment, without question, was the reaction to Fly Me to the Moon. Right out of the gate. When I hit the first note and I saw their reaction to it, then I just felt absolutely at ease for the whole song. Because I knew there's that high note that comes at the end, that I knew I had that one in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I knew I could hit that one. So that whole experience, and then listening to them, guest Harry Connick Jr. and Michael Bublé was one of the guests. I don't know if that got in the final edit of the show, but so I was just loving that,
Well, such a great experience. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. What's next for you? What are you most excited for coming up?
Summer. I'm getting very good at washing my hands and not touching my face. So those are recent accomplishments.
That's good. All right. Tom, thank you so much for dropping by. You can catch Masked Singer on Fox Wednesday nights.